Hey guys, I know it seems a little dark in here. We're gonna head up and I'm gonna show you the size of the shed that we were getting all this wood from. So at that point, stick around. Nice little scenic drive. See you soon. All right guys, so I'm on my way to pick up another load. Oh, it's a lot of work, man. Who would ever think that much would be that much work? But you guys are gonna get to see about how full this place was and how much stuff was actually there. Sorry about the bumpiness on the camera and stuff, but we are going down our road. We'll get out onto the freeway and then we're gonna take a little shortcut up here. Traffic, we don't get much down here. So we did have a plot of land behind us come available. And I'm a little worried about who might move in there. The guy that did own it was a really nice guy. We were hoping he'd build, because if he built it, we'd have like the greatest neighbors. So far, all the neighbors on our street, should I say, or our road, have been fantastic. So I've got no complaints there, but now that the guy's decided that he wasn't gonna do it and he put it up for sale yesterday, I'm freaking out a little bit about it. It's not like he's asking that much for the land. It would really help out our homestead. If we did get the land, let me tell you, it would really help our homestead out. You know, me and Amy have talked and discussed that if it was any possibility of us being able to do it, if we could combine both homesteads, or both the land and our homestead together, and get that into one solid payment in a sense, it would actually be cheaper for us to do that than to do what we're doing now. It's crazy, ain't it? And it would up our acreage on our land and give us more. There's an area out there on the land that is perfect for a house. That means I wouldn't have to take any more trees down. We'll be able to build our house there. The only thing I would have to do is make a road going to the front of the lot. But the area to build the house is unfriggin' believable. And I just wish there was a way we could do it, you know. But, you know, as things are right now, we gotta do with what we got. But man, I'm really worried about somebody getting out there that's not gonna fit in with us. I got a couple of the other homesteaders also. They're a little concerned too, because, well, I shouldn't say homesteaders, farmers. We're all farmers out there, really. I'm the only rural homesteader that's really homesteading. Everybody else are farmers. You know, Wes is really worried about this. He's worried about who we're gonna have come out there. We've kind of got it set in now where everybody's on an agreement. Everybody likes the idea. Everybody likes about what we're doing, we want to keep it as natural and as plain and simple as possible. We don't want to bring the city into the country. We want to leave the city where it's at and keep it country. And we're scared that somebody might come in there and start changing everything and start, you know, just doing things that you aren't supposed to do. I'm very concerned about that. Well, I gotta get driving, so I'm gonna put you guys up on the dash and let you guys go for a little trip. This also kind of gives you guys an idea of the drive I gotta take to get up to this place. Amy will be fast forwarding through this because it is a little bit of a drive, but it's worth the drive to me. So hopefully the camera stays where the camera's supposed to for the drive and it'll look awesome.
All right, guys, so we're on our trip. Right now, we're going through a state park. That's kind of a shortcut to where we're trying to get to, so we can get this stuff done. Hoping all this weather. It's a little cold right now. I gotta watch out for some ice. We had an alert today of ice fog. I don't know if you guys ever heard of ice fog. We had an alert, so I had to wait for the sun to come up a little bit more before I come down through here and through the park. I love taking this drive. This is a beautiful drive. It's a pretty cool park. It runs from, well, at least half the state of Tennessee all the way through Alabama. I'm pretty sure almost all the way through Alabama. And we'll go into most of the park stuff. We'll save that for another cool video. Maybe take you guys on some hikes. Now that I'm losing all this weight, now I can actually hike. Before I couldn't hike. But you guys can see that. But I love it here. It's absolutely beautiful. Well, enough talking. Enjoy the scenic route.
All right, guys, we reached our destination. Now you guys get to see what we've been doing all this time for the past, I don't know, 4 days. Let me get my gloves. Show you what we're up to. This right here was full of wood. Now look at it. Alright, guys, so let me go through this real quick. Something is over here right now. I'm not going near it right now to just see where it's at. Alright, guys, so what you're seeing is alternating, a little out of breath, alternating the logs. I get the stuff that's already split, one load, then I throw all the logs in one spot, and then I fill up one truckload full of logs. So I ain't having to sort through it when I get it to the homestead. I can just put it where I need it, and I know where it's going to belong, and that's what I do. Now, scary situation. There is something in those logs in that corner. I did not want to dig in and deal with that right now. It sounds like something's curling up, so I'm almost thinking it's either a rattlesnake or a copperhead tied up into that wood, because you could hear it move in and out as it grinds against the wood. So that's something to think about next time you guys are getting wood or doing something like that. We got to be careful, man, because I'll tell you what, I don't want to come down here and end up having, you know, an issue. So when I come back here next time, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag all the wood off, let it fall on the ground, see what's back there before I start reaching in there again. And hopefully you guys get to see it on video. It'll be a conclusion to it. Maybe it's something. Maybe it'll be gone by the time I get back. Who knows? We're going to find out. So at this point, it's time to head back to the homestead and do an unload. All right, guys, back at the house. I've made 2 more runs since the last time. I'll kind of give you an idea. This is what we have. And I still got the back of the truck full of some wood. And I still probably have 4, maybe 5 more trips. So that'll be filled all the way up to the top, all the way down to where the concrete block's at. So I don't think there's going to be a worry about staying warm this winter. Now, I got all this, it was already pre-cut. I didn't have to do any of it. All I had to do was pick it up and stack it. I got a ton of stuff here. So I'm gonna work and get this done and get this thing filled up so we don't have to worry about it. Altogether, I'm thinking that with this stuff here that I've got down there and another load of that I have to bring up, some more like 6 loads, I probably have enough to get me through for 2 years. Because this will sit, and I'll keep adding to it during the summer. We'll rotate it to where we'll have, you know, wet on one side and dry on the other. But if I keep up with it now, it'll be nothing, not a problem in the world to keep that going. All this stuff, I could cut that up if I wanted to, but as you know, I built the fire pit. You guys can go watch that video, and we're gonna use that in the fire pit at night when we get a little chilly out. We wanna have friends over or family. We'll have a nice fire going. So at that point, guys, I'm gonna get back to work. So if you guys like to, hang in there and watch me finish loading the rest of this stuff up there. And a lot of work to be done. Alright guys, so a little unfortunate. This is a couple days, well, probably about a week since we did our wood video, or collected the rest of our wood, and this is what we've ended up with. So what I did is we had taken some of the stuff, used stuff that we had. We have built an enclosure for our wood here, which is covered by tin roof. Also, it's two rows, one in the front, one in the back. You can see this is how much we've used so far. Most of this over on this side over was all kindling, so we put all that there. Right about here was all kindling, and this is how much room we've used. So probably I'd say like a 2 foot by 2 foot area of wood that we've used so far. I'm out here now. As you can see, you'll probably see some snow on the ground down here. Well, I'm out loading up some firewood for Amy. But this is what we ended up with. So out of it, we ended up with about 14 cords of wood. Thank God for all you Facebook people who never showed up to this poor guy's sale of dried wood, but it's all red oak. I can't complain about that. I got a steal deal. We figure we probably got about 2 years worth of wood, which is good, plus all the wood that we're going to be restocking even more once we get some stuff moved around, and I'll be doing that here shortly too. But I'm going to go ahead and get this wood set up. Miss Amy can't be freezing when she's working. If you guys haven't, don't forget, check out the video of what we keep our wood in, so that way you can do it too. It doesn't make a mess on your porch. You don't have to take it inside the house. It stays dry. Yes, hey, we hear you. We got a chicken laying an egg, and Hey-Hey's always got to be a butthead about it and make fun of them and do the same crowing noise or the same clucking noise as the chicken's doing. So That's what you have to watch out for when you're taking them out. Now we bought this wheelbarrow to do some of our landscaping work, and comes in handy for grabbing all this wood. Instead of me coming out here and grabbing enough to get us through the night, this will last us probably about 3-4 days, depending on how cold it gets. I think that's good. Now I do have a tarp, as you guys can see over here. That tarp is only temporary right now. What I want to do is I'm going to take some T111 and we're going to enclose this. You guys get to see another video of that. So we got a nice wood shack for our wood to stay nice and dry. I'm also going to change up the roof design some. But right now, to get us through what we have right now, is this will work. This does its job. It keeps the wood dry. We don't have to worry about it. And I put up this giant gray tarp. And I really don't like a lot of junk on my homestead, so, and I don't have a barn to put it in, or a workshop yet, anyway. But, yeah, so I'm going to get this tarp up there, get this wood unloaded, keep Miss Amy warm, and get in the house and chill out for a while. So at this point, guys, thanks a lot for stopping by Swisher Homestead. God bless you all. Don't forget, hit that like, subscribe button, and don't forget that thumbs up. And hey, we got a lot going on in our homestead. For being out here now, there's a surprise coming up. We'll give that to you guys in an upcoming video. And at that point, I'm out of here. See you guys.